Hi. If you were from the same city that I am from in Japan, um, and if you have lived here for very long, you will remember the old prefectural hospital, Kenditsu Byoin, the previous prefectural hospital. It used to be located on the corner, which now has Oasis. That's a big building. It used to be the prefectural hospital. When I came here, at that time, that hospital was already very, very old. It looked old. The inside looked very old. It was not a very cheerful place because it was so old. Does anybody remember? Do you remember that old prefectural hospital downtown? That's the topic today. By the way, tap the CC button if you want to see what I'm saying in English as subtitles. And today, a shout out to Mr. H. Mr. H, this is for you, Mr. H. I think you know who I'm talking about. Mr. H watches these videos with the English subtitles, with the Japanese subtitles, and with no subtitles. He watches each video a few times until he repeats and he repeats until he understands very well. He's doing great. Good job, Mr. H. Okay, back to the topic, which was the prefectural hospital. When I got married 30, 30 something years ago, a long time ago, uh, my first, me and my husband's first apartment was just next to the new prefectural hospital. It still seems new to me. It's 30 something years old, but that's the new prefectural hospital. My apartment was just next to the new prefectural hospital. And I lived on the fourth floor, so kind of up high. And I remember every day watching the new prefectural hospital being built. I watched it from zero, and I lived in that apartment for a few years, and I watched the new hospital being built. And I could see pretty well because I was up high. So from my front door, I could see. And I remember every morning, the all of the construction workers, they're wearing their helmets and their special clothes for working on construction. Every morning, they would play on a loudspeaker some kind of rhythmic music. And all of the men stood in rows and they did some kind of exercise. I didn't know what was happening. I was just watching. Wow, what are they doing? And they would do it every morning, same movements, same rhythmic music. And of course, soon I learned that's called radio Taiso. People do it to kind of exercise their body, warm up their body, especially before working, especially before doing dangerous work like construction. It's good to warm up your body. Um, and that was an interesting cultural experience. That was a very Japanese experience, I guess, watching all of those macho construction workers exercising to piano music, rhythmic piano music playing on the loudspeaker. And I watched that hospital being built little by little. And now every time I go to that hospital, I remember watching it being built. Recently, I had to go visit. I had to go. Recently, I visited a family member who is a patient in that hospital now. and I looked through the window up on one of the higher floors, and I could see from the window my old apartment. It's still there. I could see it. And I remembered, oh, I was a young wife, a young mother, and I lived in that apartment with my first baby. We still live there with my first baby. And I watched this hospital not being born, being built. So it was a, I'm trying to think of natsukashi in English. We don't have a good word for natsukashi. It brought back memories. That really brought back memories. And I remembered my oldest daughter when she was a little baby. Um, at that time, I don't know if you know the Prefectural Hospital. It has many buildings now, and it's a big complex of buildings. But at the beginning, there was a nice garden area with a walking path that went through the whole uh, land property. And I could go to the supermarket from my apartment through that nice walking path to the supermarket. And so every day, me and my baby would go through that walking path to buy our groceries every day. So it has lots and lots of memories for me, that new prefectural hospital. I hope you don't have to go to the hospital. But if you do, picture in your mind those macho construction workers doing their radio Taiso in the morning. That's a good memory for me. Okay, that's all for this one. I hope you all have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye-bye.